Hello, I'm Cameron Hickson.
I'm Gino Poloso.
And we are both apprentices with Power-Tek Group, and today we're going to be doing a demonstration of the Milwaukee M18 Force Logic crimping tool.
So this crimping tool, you can crimp up to 600 MCM all the way down to 8 AWG. You can also go all the way up to 750 MCM, but you'll need to change the dial for this, and we'll show you how to use it.
When you open up your tool case, you can find lots of lovely goodies inside. For example, you have your M18 crimping tool, you have your Milwaukee charger for 2 M18 Milwaukee batteries, which you see down there on your bottom left.
What is also included is your cutter jaw and the jaw for the bigger dies, which we have one here included, the 750 MCM, and you have 4 available spots to fill up. You also have all the dies that are organized by color code, which you can see here. It starts from the 8 AWG to the 600 MCM.
Now before we get rolling, it's very important to follow the proper safety guidelines and be wearing the proper PPE. For example, we'll be wearing some safety glasses to avoid anything coming in our eyes, filings, and safety glasses are definitely something that you want to be wearing for any power tool.
You got to make sure you have your gloves on for this, just to make sure that you don't get pinched or get cut. You don't want to have your hands all cut up and chewed up. So wear your gloves, be safe.
Now that we've got our PPE all strapped on, it's very important to inspect the dies and connectors before use. Only use the properly matched dies and connectors for the crimping jaws. Refer to Table A in the owner's manual or in your tool case for the proper die connector color code and compatibility.
So, you ask how to use this tool. Well, I will show you. First things first, make sure you do not have your battery inside the tool yet, okay? You don't want to have any power so you can't get your fingers stuck or cut, so avoid the battery. First things first, we are gonna pick the die that is needed for the size wire that we are using. I am using 3/0 AWG wire, so I will grab the respected die for it. So to put it on, all you have to do is pull this tab up or down like I am doing right now. Slide this in nice and easy. Let the tab go. Go on to the other side. Slide it in nice and easy. Now that we have our die in, we can go on and put our battery and grab our wire and our crimpers. So I'm gonna need your help here. So we properly strip the wire for the crimper. All you have to do is pinch the bottom here.
And side note, it really doesn't matter what angle your tool sits on the actual crimper.
So, hands are out of the way, ready to go.
So now that our first crimp is done, if you take a look at this specific barrel lug, or butt splice as the industry calls it, you can see that there's another line that we need to do a crimp.
So all you have to do, slide it in, line it up. All right, make sure all fingers are clear, and get crimping. So here, I crimped until there's the green light. That means that the crimp is successfully done.
So now that we have our one side done, we are going to complete our connection by doing the following 2 crimps that we need to do.
So same thing as last time. line it up, make sure there's no fingers
In between the lines.
in between the lines, and start crimping. So here, as you can see, there's a flashing red light. That means the crimp isn't done perfectly. So you want to wait until you get that green light. Just like that. Now I know that it's all done. So for this final crimp, I'll show you the release button. So if you have your fingers or a piece of clothing, or you don't want to do this crimp, you have an escape button. So start it off. You realize you don't want to do this crimp. You hold this button down. All you gotta do is pinch the bottom and you're good to go.
So now that we've got our butt splice all connected, we're going to show another example of when this tool can be handy.
We have a terminal crimp here. What you want to do is make sure you're crimping in between the lines. So start off with the end, line it up perfectly, make sure Cam's fingers are out of the way.
Blast off.
Now you're good to go and make some connections.
Wow, we did such an awesome job on both of these crimps.
Are you kidding me, Cam? We weren't supposed to do this. Good thing we have our jaw cutters. So, first things first, what you want to do, like I said before, remove the battery, right? There's no power, no way I could get my fingers stuck, okay? Second step, remove the dies carefully, okay? These get lost pretty easily, and they're not cheap. So, put it back to its respective spot, all right? And how to change this jaw to the cutting jaw, I'll show you right now. All you gotta do, take this screw right out, press down on this valve, it goes up, and it releases the jaw. So, place the jaw, put it in, line up the hole so you can put the bolt right through, twist it in, and you gotta just screw this back in place. Now I'm ready to go, put the battery, everything's nice and safe. We're all loaded up. All we gotta do is put it at the spot you wanna cut, make sure your fingers are clear, and get rolling. Nice and easy.
All right, well, now that we've got our crimping completed, it looks like we're out of time. Thank you very much for watching our demonstration of the Milwaukee M18 Force Logic crimping tool. But first things first, it's time to pack it away. We've got to take our battery out, put it back where we found it. We got our tool, everything's got its own little spot. Fits like a glove.
You're ready to go and ready to work safely. Have a good one.